Hey guys, coronavirus exercise day 4. So back in the house again. A couple of things today. We'll do some knee work. We'll do some good calisthenics, and then finish with some shadow boxing, different combinations. So first up, let's talk about the knee strike. One thing I forgot to mention to you earlier is the position of the leg. It's very important that you pull your foot up next to your butt. So we're pushing the hips out, but as we do that, we bring our foot up close to the butt, okay? Now the other thing is the support leg. That's where most of your power is coming from, okay? As I push my knee forward and up, this leg comes up off the calf and the butt pushes forward and up as well. And that's where we get all the drive for the knee. Remember to breathe out as you do it. All right, so moving on. Let's look at the basic switch step first. This is level 1. Shoulder width, railway tracks like we talked about yesterday. Switch your feet, but stay on your tracks. See that? Now a lot of people, when they switch, they end up getting very narrow and you lose stability, okay? It's very hard to get power if you've got no stability. So it's very important that when you switch, you stay in the tracks. Another thing is don't get up, stay low. Boom, boom. Now we're gonna chain that to the knee, watch. Switch, knee, switch, knee, switch, knee, switch, knee, switch, knee. See what I'm doing there? Switching just before the strike. That's a basic switch maneuver. All right, from this side, it looks the same. Switch, knee, switch, knee, switch, knee, switch, knee. All right, now let's move on. There's another exercise. It's a bit like the running man. I think it's a good warm-up exercise. That's why I'm doing it first. Okay, so it's basically the running man. We call it the knee jig. So I'm here, I'll do one this way and one this way. And you can do this one for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute just to get the blood pumping. This is involving a switch called a drop switch. Okay, it's not like the switch we just did. It's a little bit different. So at the end of the strike, I drop, then the other foot drops. So this foot goes to where that foot was, and then this foot shoots back. Boom, 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 boom. Good little warm up, gets you up on your toes, gets the blood moving. There's another variation where the foot doesn't touch in back. Knee, 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 knee. Neither is wrong, okay? That's a good warm-up. Do that for a minute, 2 minutes, do one, do both, do whatever you want. All right, then we're ready to go to the next level. All right, so for our first exercise, just a basic core strength exercise, we're gonna need our little round timer out, okay? I'm just gonna set 30 seconds. 30 seconds is a good distance, you'll see why. You can do it for a minute if you want, but it's kind of overkill, okay? I'm just gonna do 30 seconds each side. It's challenging, okay? So here we go. So we come up into a crucifix position, all right? Now when you're comfortable there, you can stay there or you can bring one foot up. And this is what makes it challenging. Having to balance on one hand and one foot. Try not to let your butt sag, keep your body straight, okay? As you can see, I'm shaking just trying to hold this balance. The higher your foot, the harder it is. Ooh. Let's see if I can do this without falling over. How many takes is it gonna take? Ooh, what's that, 5 seconds? All right, now I'll just do the other side. Just bear with me. All right, that was that. Already feel my body temperature starting to come up, so that's a pretty good way to start things off. So we did the knee jig, then the crucifix. That's got everything pumping. I've already started to break a little bit of a sweat. Now we're ready to move on to the serious calisthenics. First up, we'll do push-ups. We're going to do 2 different types. I'm only going to do 10 each, but you can do however many you want. You can do it for time. You can do reps of 10, you can do reps of 20, or you can go through a couple of times. You know, do 10 one, 10 the other, 10 one, 10 the other. Do it as many times as you can until your arms feel like they're going to fall off. It's up to you. Once I show you this, pause the video, do the exercises, then press play again. All right, so here we go. Regular push-ups to start with. Now you can do our grasshoppers or whatever you want, just a regular push-up. All right, now for the hard one. Now, guys, you can drop to your knees for this next one if you want, or you can do them on your toes. I'm going to do 10 of each. All right, so on the knees is easy. One thing to remember on your knees is don't let your butt stick back. Keep your butt forwards. Okay, it's easy enough if you're on your knees. You don't need to make it any easier. So I go all the way down as I did before, and I come up, and I just come off the floor. Now, if you really want to make it fun, clap. I think I just lost count. Let's say that was 10. Oh! Right, let's see if I can do them on my feet without putting my knees down. Oh, why did I sign on for this? This makes it a little harder, a little bit more weight on the arms. All right, so we're going to go down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah! Ah! All right, let's move on. All right, nap time's over. Let's do the next one. So we've done our chest and shoulders. Let's look at core work now. So we've got a couch here. Let's use it. All right, the couch is going to act as like kind of an impromptu sit-up bench. It's going to isolate my feet, immobilize my feet so I can do different exercises. We're going to do 3 different types of sit-up using the couch. So bear with me and we'll get started. So first one we're going to do is just the basics, okay? We want to go almost all the way to the floor, get as comfortable, as close as you feel comfortable, but the further down you go, the more work you're doing. So we come up, there. Now, hands wherever you want. I like to put mine either on my ears or just here like this. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another thing to remember is always keep your butt on the floor. It's actually easier to do it with this. This holds your feet. Make sure you're not jackknifing your butt, although you shouldn't really be doing that anyway. So the next one is a crossover. Same basic idea, but this time I shoot my arm across. I'm turning my body as I come up. All right, moving on to the last one. Right, this next one is my favorite. It's easier to do if you've got somebody holding your legs, but we don't have that, so you're going to see my knees wobble a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Just try to keep your legs as still as possible. Okay, so nice wide stance with the feet. Basically, I call this one a U shape. I'm going to go to my left, go back and around up to my right, and then back the same way I came. I'm going to keep my hands here the whole time. So, leaning to my left, 1, down, around, up. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's funny, I can't count to 10 when I'm working out. Once again, you can do this as many times as you want. You can do sets of 10, sets of 20, sets of 30, sets of 100 for all I care. Or you can do all 3 sets, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, do it as many times as you want. Once again, it's what you're trying to get out of it, all right? If you're happy doing 10 sets of each, that's fine. If you want to do more, do more. It's up to you. All right, time for the next one. Let's work our legs, shall we? So we're pushing it out a little bit harder this time. Instead of just regular squats and lunges, we're going to do jump squats. squat holds and jump squat holds. Really good way to burn out those legs. Once again, I'm just going to do sets of 10. You can do sets of 10, 20, 30, or you can do for time. 30 seconds each exercise, a minute each exercise, whatever you want. All right, let's get after it. So I'm just going to do 10 of the first one as jump squats. Remember, land softly. Don't shock your knees. And remember, on landing, go all the way down. I'll show you what I mean. Squat down to knee height, jump, and I go straight back down. I don't stop in the up position. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's move on. While my heart's still going, straight down to a squat hold. This one really burns. I'm just going to do a 10 count, but I suggest doing this for 30 seconds each time you do it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The more you do this, the more you'll feel the lactic acid and everything building up in the legs. Oh, when you stand up, you're like, oh, that feels so good. All right, now let's put them together. A jump squat with a squat hold at the bottom. Squat hold for 2-3 seconds, something like that. I'm going to go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then jump. Okay, so here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, jump. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 2. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 4. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 5. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 6. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 7. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 8. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 9. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 10. And whoa, that gets the legs going. All right, so now let's move on to a little bit more technical work. Today we're going to do set combinations, just like we do in class on the pads, but just shadowboxing, okay? We'll work on our bread and butter combos first. So we're just going to do 4 basic combos and then we'll move on to something different. We're going to do each combo, you'll do it for about 2 minutes, just like you would if you were doing it in a pads class. I recommend doing it slow to start with, just to get movements, and then get faster and then start to move around. So I'm just going to do it for about 30 seconds and then I'm going to move on to the next one. First one is our favorite jab cross hook. So we're here, we're in our fight stance. Now we can do it on the spot or we can move forward. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just going to do it on the spot. And I'm going to throw jab, cross, hook, all right, kick. All right, so there's a few ways you can recover from the kick. Jab, cross, hook, kick. All right, jab, cross, hook, kick. All right, jab, cross, hook, kick. 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 Now we start moving around. Jab, cross, hook, kick. Jab, cross, hook, kick. Jab, cross, hook, kick. All right, so that's one. Let's move on. Next one. We've done the right kick, let's do the left kick. Let's do jab, double jab, cross, left kick. So, double jab, cross, switch, left kick. Remember that switch we did earlier? Double jab, cross, switch kick. 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 Funny thing with this, double jab, cross, right? The cross we've already turned. So we're halfway through our switch already before we even start. Then all we're going to do is move the feet, the hips are already there. Moving on. Whew. Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. So we've done the knees already. Jab, cross, uppercut. Notice where my hand is. Knee. Okay? Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. I have a bit of a bad habit and I want you to be careful you don't develop it too. When I throw my jab, cross, uppercut, I have a habit of letting my right elbow flare out. That's dangerous. All right, try not to do that. Keep that elbow in. Do as I say, not as I do. Jab, cross, uppercut, knee. Okay, moving on, last one. A low kick. We're going to go jab, cross, rip, low kick. Now, the jab, cross will be shorter because they're really just a distraction to get the hands up. We step in, boom, boom, drill the body, and then chop the leg. Okay, so, boom. So I throw the punches short, up, rip, turn through. How's that, Duncan? He doesn't look very impressed, does he? All right, so we're going to finish our session today with elbows. We're going to work on 2 basic elbow strikes. We've got the slashing elbow and we've got the guard splitter elbow, okay? So the slashing elbow, we don't want to come in flat because if my opponent blocks up like this, I'm just going to bang into his arm all day. I want to come over and down. So I'm not just rolling around on the side angle, I'm rolling it over. One thing you've got to be careful of though is that you're not bowling a cricket ball when you throw this elbow. You roll it out like that, they're going to see it coming and they're going to move or they're going to block and counter attack. And that's going to be bad for you. The idea with the elbow is try to make this movement as small as possible. So here, boom, okay? Notice a little bit of forward movement with the front foot. I'm pushing forward with my legs. That's where the power comes from. The shoulder just rolls through, okay? Now if I do the other side, notice the hand that wasn't striking was here. All right, turn the palm out towards the target, roll that sharp little bit of bone. All right, now, that's a great elbow, but the one that you're more likely to land is the guard splitter elbow. It's a much simpler elbow, it doesn't have the same power, but you'll get it in there a lot more than the slashing elbow. The guard splitter, basically all I'm doing is from my guard, I'm just, once again, driving from the legs, driving my elbow straight forward. Boom. Boom. And I'm splitting the guard. I'm coming through the middle. That's why we call it guard splitter. One thing to remember though, don't do it like this. It's not an up elbow. Here, boom. Let the hand come away from your face. Boom. And the shoulder comes up to the cheek. Boom. 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 All right? So that one, hop, hop, we split the guard, but we're using our legs to drive us through the gap. Oh, okay, well, guys, once again, join us tomorrow for some more fun and activities. Fuck with him. Oh. Squats. Oh, look, cat's bum. Squats. Oh. And squatting. And squatting. And squatting. And squatting. Oh, then out he goes. Now he's biting me again. Ah. No, that's not. Jump squats. Jump squats. Oh. Ow. And the most useless exercise. Oh yeah, scope those guns. Oh, he's biting me. And he's done. Fun and games in the Levi household.